First of all, we're going to confirm that the quorum by validating the attendance, and we have our whole board that now is 6 and the quorum is 4, so we're ready to begin the meeting.
Motion to open. Second.
Thank you. Roll call of voting members. Chris Howe.
Here.
Susan Grillo.
Here.
Damon Jesperson.
Here.
Joyce Ventura is here. John Ferraro.
Here.
And Chuck Bear.
Here.
And also in attendance is Cindy Currier, our director. I see in our audience that we have somebody, and he's very familiar to us. He's our former chair, Bill DeMayo. I'm going to pronounce it wrong. Well, just DeMayo. Bill, do you want to talk or have something to say?
Sure, I always have something to say. Bill DeMayo, 12 Orchard Street, Byfield. I have to address, to be legal, I have to address my comments to the chair, but what I have to say applies to all of you. I just came to say special thanks to everybody on this board, really, voting panel, whatever we call ourselves now. It has helped me immensely. I'm going to miss the participation that happens at this table. It's a plus for me because, well, it's a loss because I won't have an editor, Susan Grillo, who always marked up my correspondence in Reading. But I think that you should be particularly proud that every one of us is serving on the cusp of the rejuvenation of the Council on Aging. Okay, the move downstairs was fantastic, and I think having Cindy and having Kathy has done a tremendous amount of added rigor to the whole situation of the Council on Aging. And I think that that'll continue. I know it'll continue, and I expect that in my new capacity as a select board member, I'll do my best to support the Council on Aging, and I'll do more than my best. But I just want to say thank you to all of you, and congratulations to everybody, and have fun with the nominations.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you for the time you put in your service.
Yes.
No comments.
We're all going to miss you. All right.
Thanks, Jack.
One of our members has to leave early, so I'm going to adjust the agenda so everybody that's sitting here now will be part of the election. And the first thing that we have to do for the election is the Council on Aging members have to appoint the director of the Council on Aging as the election coordinator. Yeah, sure.
I nominate Cynthia to be the election coordinator.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Cindy, the election is in your hands right now.
Okay, so what we're going to do today is these are the nomination forms. You're going to nominate one person per position. And then for the next meeting, what I will do is compile all of these and have an actual ballot for you all to.
And you can vote for yourself.
You can nominate yourself. So Chuck, if you want to take one and pass them down.
I
and
can
then
do
will
that.
collect them from everybody.
I'm currently traveling light. Could someone loan me a pen?
I'm sure
Forget who's secretary now.
Chris.
Chris? Putting these up there.
Oh, grab them.
Next on the agenda is the review and approval of the April 24th meeting minutes.
Motion to approve is read.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye. Oops, sorry, I can't vote.
The chairperson's report, actually, just sitting in here for the first time, I, as the vice chair, due to our chairman is now part of the select board, I don't really have anything to report, so I will turn this over to the director's report.
So, some upcoming programs, pickleball started. We had a little rough start the first week. It rained out both days. So, this is the problem with outdoor activities this year. A servant to the weather. So,
I think it's
Those-
because I signed up.
what's that?
I've been dying to learn how to play pickleball.
And you brought the rain, thanks a
This isn't
lot.
happening,
So last week we had, on Tuesday, we had a group of experienced players. Thursday, we were supposed to have our first official class for beginners, but the instructors who are a married couple, one had a medical appointment, so the other one had to bring their spouse, obviously. So that kind of came up, and we had to cancel that. So tomorrow will be a makeup class for beginners. Tuesdays ordinarily will be experienced players, but because that first week where we had the rain, we moved those 2 beginner classes to this week. So Tuesday and Thursday this week are beginner classes. We have people signed up. We have a pretty good number of people that are interested in learning. With 2 instructors, 3 courts, we're thinking no more than 15 people. So just to make it easy for the instructors to be able to go over the skills, the scoring, all of that kind of stuff that people can get.
And what time is that?
It's 9 to 11 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're at the Central Street playing fields. Behind the red field house is the basketball court, and that's where we are. There's parking right in front of there. Some people park in front of the field house and walk around, but there is parking right by the basketball court. So we have the nets. The recreation committee has the nets and the paddles and the balls and everything. So if you don't have equipment, it's not a big deal. We have everything that people need, but experienced players are showing up with their own.
Do you have the amount of people already, or is this still?
So I believe this Tuesday and Thursday are both full with 15 people each
Okay.
day. The experienced players last week, I think we had about 6, but I think that will increase. So that has started, and we're hoping, I have the basketball courts reserved through the month of September for both of those days. So hopefully that will, it's a rough start. Always starting something new is a little bit precarious, but we're getting there. So that's all good. We have a traveling chef meal today at noon. We were supposed to have I think I told you guys about the Beyonder program that we did, where we had a virtual tour of the Keukenhof Gardens in the Netherlands. Last month, we were supposed to do a tour by camel of the pyramids this month, but that had to be canceled. Kathy got an email that there's something to do with, I guess, the country of Egypt did something about their, I don't know, daylight saving time or something like that. Kathy knows more about it, but we had to change it because the time went like way too early for us to be able to do it. So we're going to look at other programs that they have. I don't know if she was looking for something in June or July to see if we can try it again. But it's a pretty cool program. It's like a Zoom, but the tour guide is live in the country or the city or wherever it is. They do have things here in the United States too, but we were looking sort of abroad to get some cool places. So we'll try that again. I think we didn't have a lot of people come the last time, but the ones that did come really enjoyed it, so we'd like to try it again. We have a cooking for one presentation by the H-Span dietitian this Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Watercolors is Tuesday, the 23rd, and that is at 10 a.m. People need to sign up for that. I believe we're full for that class. That class, he cannot take any more. Bill Duke is the instructor. He can't take any more than 10 students, just so he can provide one-to-one instruction, and we're pretty much always hitting 10 people with that class, so it's a pretty popular class. Game night is also this Tuesday, the 23rd. We have a veterans luncheon on Thursday, the 25th. Spouses are invited to attend. We reached out to the Rusty Can here in town for catering for this event. And as soon as they heard that we were doing this for the veterans, they're donating all of the food.
Isn't that
Wow.
wonderful?
They have a really big connection with veterans. Their family is full of veterans. They are huge supporters of veterans. So they were very generous in donating all of these, so
Cool.
that would be great. Our next newsletter is going to the printer this week, so Kathy and I are just finishing up the calendars for June and July, and we'll get that out to the printer, and then we'll be needing some help with folding, just saying, in case any volunteers would like to go. As always, there's always a need for NEAT drivers. The volunteer NEAT program Newbury is hugely reliant on that to get people to medical appointments, so I'll put my plug in yet again if anyone's interested. And I did get the Facebook page up and running, so
Okay.
if any of you have Facebook, I know Susan's been liking things, if you can, if you're on Facebook and you can like and share posts, I think that will help sort of spread the word. So I'm trying to post every week.
Awesome.
So
Awesome,
I'm
awesome.
working on that. That's it.
Thank you, very good. Will there be like a waiting list for the pickleball?
Yeah, so people should call us,
Okay,
and then we can, Kathy is kind of keeping track of
Okay.
who's coming on what days. So according to the instructors, they don't think you're gonna need too many beginner classes, so to speak.
okay,
So I'm almost wondering if the beginner day on Thursdays might morph into more of a just
Open play.
come and play, yeah.
yeah,
So, we'll see.
I'm trying to drag my mom.
yeah.
I
that's
said
great.
neither of us are in great shape to play right now, but you can learn. So,
Even if she wanted to come and watch, we had someone come and watch the experienced players the other day, just to kind of
Yeah.
look and see.
Right.
So,
we can get her up and moving a little bit
Sure.
more. It's always a good thing.
it's always good.
All right,
And
I'm
people have a
getting a
great time.
phone call and I need to get going, so.
Okay,
Thank you,
that's
Damon.
fine, Damon. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'm sorry, guys. I will see you soon.
I hope all goes well. So, new business. Chris, do you have anything that you'd like to bring up or ask?
Nothing that I can think of.
Okay. Suze?
Not really new business, I have a friend who retired last year, who wants to get involved in community, so I'm trying to steer her this way.
Great.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. John?
I think I've recruited a driver who seems to be willing to do the long road trips all the way in.
Pretty neat.
Wow,
Yeah,
Nice. Thank you.
that's fantastic.
It is.
just to make sure that the promise is real.
Yeah.
You still have to chase it down.
Very good. Chuck?
Yeah, I have asked someone myself, and he's waiting.
Yep.
You know, we'll see.
Okay.
He's a veteran and he's quite capable, so.
Great.
Hopefully, but that's it for me.
I will say, in terms of NEAT, there's no obligation to, every week drive someone. If it's like
Mhm.
once a month that they can take one person in, makes a huge difference. So as long as they understand that they can choose when they want to go and where they go, no pressure, but we totally appreciate it.
Thank you all. So, to establish the next meeting date, the 19th, which is the third Monday of the month, is a holiday, a legal holiday. So I just want to be sure if everybody knows that at this point that they will be available on June 26th. Is that a problem to anyone?
Works for me. What's the holiday on the 19th?
The
June
Juneteenth.
The 19th.
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Oh, okay. Forgot about that.
Sound good, that nobody has anything that they know of that would prevent them. Okay, so that will establish the next meeting date, June 26th. And I
So moved.
thank you. So, could I have a request, please, to adjourn?
Request to adjourn?
So we adjourn the meeting,
Second.
right?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you.
That was quick.